In this video, we'll show you how to set up and use your Wave Mic Arm Pro, including attaching it to your desk, connecting your microphone, and adjusting for its weight to get the best audio possible. In the box, you'll find a desk clamp, Wave Mic Arm Pro's lower arm and upper arm, a riser for giving extra clearance on your desk, and a small paper envelope with a hex wrench with both a 4mm end and a 3mm end, and a 1/4-20 to 3/8 adapter and a 1/4-20 to 5/8 adapter. Depending on your microphone, you may need one of these adapters. The first step is to attach the desk clamp to your setup. The desk clamp can expand to accept a desk up to 2.4 inches or 60mm in thickness. If you're in a tight spot against a wall, you can pull down on the handle to reposition without affecting the clamp. Then release and continue tightening until it's just hand tight. Next, place the lower arm into the desk clamp. The lower arm is the shorter segment without the ball head assembly. Then place the upper segment into the lower. The included riser can be used to raise Wave Mic Arm Pro to help avoid objects you might have on your desk. Place this in between the desk clamp and the lower arm. Be aware though that if you're using Wave Mic Arm Pro under your display, the riser may require that your monitors be raised. With the included adapters, Wave Mic Arm Pro supports microphones that use 1/4-20, 3/8, and 5/8 mounting threads, which covers just about any microphone that you may have. In this video though, we'll show Wave DX, which has a 5/8 inch thread. So, the 1/4 inch to 5/8 inch adapter will be needed. Screw the adapter into the mounting arm on Wave DX. Then, loosen the ball mount on Wave Mic Arm Pro and screw it into the Wave DX until tight. Then, back it off just a little bit. Finally, tighten the locking nut against Wave DX's mounting arm to hold it in place. Since microphones can and do vary in weight, Wave Mic Arm Pro's gas spring can be adjusted to account for this and ensure it properly supports the weight of your microphone. To adjust, insert the short side of the included hex wrench into the screw on the upper arm. To decrease tension for lighter microphones, rotate clockwise. To increase tension for heavier microphones, rotate counterclockwise. You can see this information next to the screw on Wave Mic Arm Pro. If the upper arm is rising on its own without you lifting it, rotate the wrench clockwise. If the arm is sagging under the mic's weight, rotate counterclockwise. This hex wrench can also be used for tightening the riser into the clamp. This will help with stability when moving the arm. Of course, the big reason to use a microphone arm is to position it exactly where it sounds best, and it's staying out of the way. Dialing in the mic weight adjustment is crucial for this. Once that is done, you will want to bring Wave DX close up to you, 3 to 5 inches away. To help avoid plosives, you can position Wave DX a little bit below your mouth or off to the side, out of the way. The specific distance will depend on the type of microphone and how you speak. We would suggest experimenting with positioning and distance to find what works best for you. Wave Mic Arm Pro features concealed cable channels with magnetic covers. Here is where you can hide your XLR, USB, or headphone cables. These cable channels utilize strong magnets for keeping the covers and cables within secure, even when pulling cables slack. This is also the perfect place for storing your hex wrench when you're finished making adjustments. Wave Mic Arm Pro doesn't only work with microphones though. Since it has a 1/4-20 thread, you can mount cameras, lights, even prompter, if the total weight including the camera is below 6.6 pounds or 3 kilograms. Subscribe to us here on YouTube to learn more about Wave Mic Arm Pro and other Elgato products. Thanks for watching.